Highlife. Highlife. So when it comes to Highlife, ladies and gentlemen, a number of instruments have been featured. The guitar, the drums, a lot of them. According to the Hornbostel and such classification of musical instruments, we have the chordophones, like the guitar. We have the membranophones, like the congas or the drums. We have idiophones, like the castanet and the claves and all that. And then we also have aerophones. Aerophones like the atentebane and all that, the flute. This instrument I have right here, the saxophone, this is specifically the E-flat alto saxophone. The saxophone has also been featured in Ghanaian Highlife. When it comes to Highlife music, the saxophone has really been used also as a solo instrument, and then of course sometimes played in call and response with regard to certain harmonies and all that, and I'll explain that in a bit. So the saxophone is relatively new when it comes to musical instruments because it's a creation of the late 19th century by Adolphe Sax. I think it was patented in 1846 or so, yes. So the saxophone is relatively new. However, interestingly, around the same time Highlife was cooking, it was also around the same time that the saxophone was cooking. So when it comes to Highlife music and brass section and woodwinds and all that, there is a name that we can simply not let go. And I'm talking about E.T. Mensah and the Tempos Band. E.T. Mensah really worked with the saxophone, and because he played the saxophone and he also played the trumpet. And a number of his music, you will hear the saxophone feature. As a matter of fact, coming down to the Boga Highlife era, talk about George Darko, Lee Dodu, and the rest, they also, in their music, the saxophone was heavily featured. It's either the alto sax like this, or the tenor sax, or even the soprano sax. But on the majority, it was either the alto sax or the tenor sax. When it comes to Highlife and the use of the saxophone, there are two things involved. It's either the saxophone will work around the song in a call and response manner, usually in harmony. So you will usually have the three-part harmony responding to a call, either a vocal call by the musician or a call by the drummer or by one of the instrumentalists or one of the instruments. And so you will always hear the sax responding to a call, usually in harmony. And beyond that, we also usually will give the sax a portion in the music to do some solo works or an interlude, a musical interlude. And so these are the two ways Highlife has used or incorporated the use of saxophone in there. So I'm going to demonstrate both ways. First of all, the saxophone responding to a call in the music, in harmony, and then the saxophone as a solo instrument. Let's work in the key of E flat. I have my practice track here, and then I have my keyboards and bass. So let's work around this 1-4-5 rhythm, or this 1-4-5 piece. All right. So we are still in the key of E flat. have a 3-part harmony responding to a chord in the music. Listen. All right. Eva, Eva, Eva. Listen again. All right. Now, the other one. Now, the other use of the saxophone, which is the solo part of the whole thing. So, we are going to give the saxophone a piece, a portion within the music, within the Highlife song, to do a solo work or an interlude. And so we take it from there. So, listen to this. That is the harmony that you just heard. Ghanaian Highlife. All right. And that is the saxophone in Highlife music. Since we are still exploring and the music is still evolving, let's see, we could have various uses of the same instrument. As a matter of fact, sometimes the saxophone is actually in instrumental music, of course. We have Highlife instrumental music, like what Kwame Ray Ellis and the rest did. Seborax even has a version of that. So you can actually use the saxophone as the lead voice in an instrumental Highlife music and work around it. So let's keep exploring and let's see. Thank you. We shall meet again.